The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet humans have explored less than 5% of it. Below the surface lies a world untouched by sunlight, a place of crushing pressure, endless darkness, and creatures so massive they stretch the limits of imagination. For millions of years, the ocean has been Earth's greatest hiding place, long before humans existed, long before cities rose, even before dinosaurs walked the land. The seas were already home to giants. Some were peaceful, some were predators, and some were so large that, even today, they remain unmatched. These were not myths. They were not legends. They were real. And in this documentary, we're diving deep into Earth's ancient oceans to uncover the largest creatures to ever exist, the true monsters of the ocean. To understand ocean monsters, we must first understand why the ocean creates giants. On land, size is a curse. Gravity pulls constantly. Bones must support massive weight. Food must be hunted, carried, and digested under extreme strain. But the ocean changes the rules. Water supports weight. Buoyancy allows bodies to grow larger without collapsing under their own mass. Oxygen-rich blood flows efficiently through enormous bodies. Food chains stretch across entire oceans instead of isolated habitats. And for most of Earth's history, the oceans remained relatively stable, protected from many of the extinction events that devastated land animals. This combination created the perfect conditions for gigantism. The deeper you go, the older the species become, and the larger the creatures get. The largest animal to ever exist is alive today. The blue whale. Not just the largest creature in the ocean, not just the largest mammal, the largest animal in Earth's entire history. Larger than any dinosaur, larger than any prehistoric monster ever discovered. A fully grown blue whale can reach 100 feet in length, longer than a basketball court, and weigh up to 200 tons. That's heavier than 30 adult elephants, over 2,000 humans, a fully loaded passenger airplane. Its tongue alone weighs as much as an elephant. Its heart is the size of a small car, and a human could swim through its largest blood vessels. Despite its size, the blue whale feeds on one of the smallest organisms in the ocean, krill. Using massive baleen plates, it opens its mouth and swallows entire clouds of tiny shrimp-like creatures. In a single day, a blue whale can consume up to 4 tons of food. 4 tons. This gentle giant is living proof that you don't need claws, teeth, or aggression to become enormous. You just need an ocean. But not all whales were gentle. 13 million years ago, the oceans were ruled by something far more terrifying. Meet Leviathan melvillei. Named after the biblical Leviathan, this prehistoric whale was a true apex predator. Leviathan grew up to 60 feet long, slightly smaller than a blue whale, but infinitely more dangerous. Unlike modern whales, Leviathan had enormous teeth, the largest teeth ever discovered in any animal, each one reaching up to 14 inches long. These were not for filtering food, they were for killing. Leviathan hunted large whales, giant sharks, anything unfortunate enough to cross its path. It likely used echolocation to track prey, just like modern sperm whales, but instead of grabbing squid, it attacked massive animals head-on. The ancient oceans were not peaceful, they were battlefields, and Leviathan was one of their most brutal warlords. No ocean monster list is complete without the king of sharks, Megalodon, the largest predatory fish to ever exist. Megalodon lived between 23 and 3.6 million years ago, and it made today's great white shark look small. A great white grows to about 20 feet. Megalodon reached lengths of 60 feet. Its jaws were over 10 feet wide. Its bite force is estimated at 40,000 pounds. That's enough to crush whale skulls, snap ribs like twigs, pulverize bone instantly. Megalodon didn't chase prey, it ambushed it. Fossil evidence shows bite marks on whale bones. Strategic, fatal strikes aimed at vital organs. No creature ruled the oceans with more terror. Its extinction remains a mystery. Some scientists believe cooling oceans killed its food supply. Others believe competition from smarter whales pushed it out. But one thing is certain: if Megalodon were alive today, the oceans would belong to it. For centuries, sailors spoke of a monster, a creature with arms like ropes, eyes like moons, and strength capable of dragging ships into the abyss. They called it the Kraken, and for centuries, they were laughed at. They shouldn't have been, because the giant squid is real. Giant squids can reach lengths of over 40 feet. They have the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, up to 10 inches wide, perfectly adapted for darkness. Their tentacles are lined with suction cups armed with sharp hooks, and their beak is strong enough to slice through flesh with ease. Giant squids live in the deep ocean, far beyond human reach. They are rarely seen alive, but their scars tell a terrifying story, because giant squids fight sperm whales regularly, violently, in total darkness. As terrifying as the giant squid is, it is not the largest squid. That title belongs to the colossal squid. Shorter in length, but far heavier. Colossal squids can weigh over 100 pounds, making them the heaviest invertebrates on Earth. They possess rotating hooks on their tentacles, not just for grabbing, but for locking prey in place. Their eyes are adapted to detect movement in near-total darkness. This is not a passive drifter. This is an ambush predator, and it still lives in our oceans today. Before whales existed, before sharks dominated the seas, the oceans belonged to reptiles. One of the largest was Shastasaurus, a marine reptile that lived over 200 million years ago. Shastasaurus grew up to 70 feet long, rivaling modern whales in size. Unlike most marine reptiles, it had a streamlined body and a relatively small head, suggesting it fed on soft-bodied prey like squid. It moved like a living submarine, silent, efficient, massive. This proves something incredible. Gigantism in the ocean didn't begin with mammals. It was written into Earth's oceans long before. Despite its name, Basilosaurus was not a dinosaur. It was one of the earliest whales. Living around 40 million years ago, Basilosaurus reached lengths of 60 feet. But unlike modern whales, it still had sharp, functional teeth. Fossil evidence shows Basilosaurus attacked other whales, biting into their skulls and killing them. This was a transitional monster, a reminder that evolution does not erase danger, it refines it. The largest fish to ever exist was not a shark. It was Leadsichthys. This enormous bony fish lived during the Jurassic period and may have reached lengths of 70 feet. Despite its size, it was a filter feeder, consuming plankton like modern whale sharks. Its fossils are fragmented and rare, which only adds to its mystery. Imagine swimming beside something longer than a bus. That doesn't hunt you. That barely notices you. Sometimes the biggest creatures are not monsters. They are moving ecosystems. It's easy to believe that ocean monsters are relics of the past, that the giants vanished with ancient climates, that the oceans are smaller now, tamer. That belief is wrong, because some of the largest creatures to ever exist are still alive today, and they're swimming beneath us. The sperm whale is the largest toothed predator to ever live. Growing up to 67 feet long and weighing over 60 tons, it is a living battleship. Its head alone makes up nearly 1/3 of its entire body. Inside that head is the largest brain ever recorded in any animal. But the sperm whale's true power lies below the surface. Sperm whales routinely dive over 3,000 feet into the deep ocean. Some dives last over 90 minutes. Down there, where sunlight never reaches, sperm whales hunt giant squid and colossal squid, monsters that most humans will never see alive. Their echolocation clicks are the loudest biological sounds on Earth, reaching over 230 decibels. Loud enough to stun prey. Loud enough to disorient other animals. Loud enough to echo through the abyss like underwater thunder. The sperm whale is not just a giant. It is a deep-sea hunter engineered for darkness. The largest fish alive today is not a predator. It is the whale shark. Reaching lengths of 60 feet and weighing up to 20 tons, whale sharks are moving walls of muscle and cartilage. Despite their size, they feed on plankton, krill, and small fish. Their mouths can open over 5 feet wide, filtering massive volumes of water. Divers often swim alongside them, dwarfed by their scale. There is something humbling about being next to a creature that large, that powerful, and completely uninterested in you. Whale sharks are living proof that size does not require violence. Sometimes it only requires time. For centuries, sailors described sea serpents, long, silver, unnatural. Today, we know what they were seeing: the oarfish. Growing up to 36 feet long, oarfish are the longest bony fish alive today. They live in deep water, rarely surfacing. Their bodies are ribbon-like, shimmering, and alien. When they do appear near the surface, legends are born. And when they vanish again, the ocean keeps its secrets. Despite centuries of exploration, we still know shockingly little about the deep ocean. More people have walked on the moon than have visited the deepest parts of the sea. The pressure at extreme depths can crush steel. The darkness is absolute. The environment is hostile beyond imagination. Scientists estimate that over 90% of marine species remain undiscovered. That means creatures larger than anything we've ever documented could still exist, especially in the deepest trenches. Gigantism thrives in darkness, and darkness dominates the ocean. Why did some giants survive, while others vanished? The answer lies in adaptability. Climate shifts destroyed food chains. Ocean temperatures changed. Ice ages reshaped the seas. Some giants evolved, others disappeared. But the ocean never stopped producing large life. It simply refined it. The survivors became smarter, more efficient, better suited to an ever-changing planet. The monsters didn't disappear. They evolved. For the first time in Earth's history, the ocean's giants face a new threat. Us. Ship strikes kill whales. Noise pollution disrupts echolocation. Climate change alters food sources. Human activity has reached even the deepest waters. And yet, despite everything, the giants endure. They survived asteroid impacts, ice ages, mass extinctions. Whether they survive us remains to be seen. The ocean teaches us something important: that power doesn't always roar, that dominance doesn't always hunt, that the largest beings on Earth often move in silence. The greatest monsters were never evil. They were simply enormous. They were shaped by time, pressure, and survival. And they remind us how small we really are. The land remembers its past in bones and ruins. But the ocean remembers in motion. Somewhere beneath the waves, massive bodies still move through black water. Ancient instincts still guide creatures larger than anything humanity could ever build. We may rule the land. We may dominate the skies, but in the deep, we are visitors, and the monsters of the ocean are still there, watching, waiting, enduring. If you enjoyed this journey into Earth's greatest ocean giants, if you want more deep dives into the mysteries of our planet, make sure to subscribe for more documentaries like this, because the ocean still has secrets, and we've only just begun to uncover them.